Good evening, friends. Welcome to day 10 of a poem a day for 2026. That does indeed make it the 10th of January. It's a Saturday, and I can tell you it's been a very, very slow day here for me. I went out to a gig last night, just a very small local gig for a friend's band. I'm going to give them a little plug here. They're called Interplanetary Trash Talk. Fantastic kind of punk rock vibes. And they were supporting another fantastic band called Chakra Shakers and Tiny Forehead. All kind of different, but very fantastic. Yeah, I mentioned before about sort of various health issues that I have, and for the few hours that I was out, I've paid for it heavily today, but I'm here, and I'm ready to read you some poetry. So I hope that today has been good for you, whether you've been working, whether you've been resting, spending time with friends or family. However Saturday has been for you, I hope you're ready for the big red book. With the wonderful gold. See it, they're catching the light. So let's see what we've got today. Okay, so today's piece is entitled Letters to NY by Elizabeth Bishop, and our blurb reads follows. The word epistolary means a kind of literature formed of letters or a letter, like this poem by Elizabeth Bishop. It is an ancient literary technique appearing in the poetry of Ovid, making up some of the books of the Bible, epistles, and forming the narrative framework for novels, including Frankenstein and Dracula. Next time you need to write a letter or message to a friend, why not try writing a poem instead? So this is Letter to NY by Elizabeth Bishop. In your next letter, I wish you'd say where you are going and what you are doing, how are the plays, and after the plays, what other pleasures are you pursuing? Taking cabs in the middle of the night, driving as if to save your soul, where the road goes round and round the park, and the meter glares like a moral owl, and the trees look so queer and green, standing alone in big black caves, and suddenly you're in a different place, where everything seems to happen in waves. And most of the jokes you just can't catch, like dirty words rubbed off a slate, and the songs are loud but somehow dim, and it gets so terribly late. And coming out of the brownstone house to the grey sidewalk, the watered street, one side of the buildings rise with the sun, like a glistening field of wheat. Wheat, not oats, dear. I'm afraid, if it's wheat, it's none of your sowing. Nevertheless, I'd like to know what you are doing and where you are going. That's given me goosebumps. Oh, that's incredibly sweet. And very heartfelt. I've had a friend quite recently write me a letter. I do actually need to reply. Um, she's been in a very difficult situation, and she's making fantastic progress. I'm immensely proud of her, and she's finding that connecting with people via letter and pen and paper is very grounding, instead of kind of all online and social media. Um, and yeah, I need to get back to her. Um, so maybe I'll take some time to do that tomorrow or in the next few days. I think I've got some stamps somewhere, because I love knowing what my friends are doing and where they're going. It just, whether it's online or in person or through a letter, it just, I'm deeply interested in what's going on in their lives. Um, Even mundane things like what people are having for dinner. I love seeing photos of people's dinner on social media. It probably sounds silly, but yeah, I love that kind of thing. Especially if it's something that somebody's taken time to kind of craft and make themselves, or if they've treated themselves to a takeaway, or it's something they really love. If it's their favourite dish and they don't get to have it very often, maybe the fact that it's something that means enough to them that they want to share it with other people, I want to know. So yeah, I want to know, and I'm sure there's others of you out there who feel the same. It's a beautiful poem. I know we're starting to make some progress now. We're into double digits. 3 weeks left of January, and I realised this afternoon that it was closing in on 5 p.m. and it was still light outside, so that felt really positive. Right, I'm going to go and make myself some dinner, and I think I'm going to make myself something really nice. However you're spending the rest of your evening, friends, I hope you have a lovely time. Good night.